if we finally got past that crazy issue. Seems to be working okay. Let's see if I can pull it up on here. Okay. So nobody is here yet. I will just work on shuffling the cards. So for those people that are emailing me about the astrology, people seem to be, they want to learn about the astrology. Email me and let me know how much you know, because I want to make sure that I can teach you something, and that you know what I mean. And I want to know exactly where you are. Like you might be like, hey, I know I'm a Taurus, and that's it. That's fine, but at least I have a starting point. So the way that I did it was, or the way that I've been doing it now is, I've been trying to schedule like one Zoom and bring everybody in on that in the one Zoom. But for some reason the other night, somebody got in and she was able to hear what we were saying, but she couldn't, like, didn't hear her, or we couldn't see her. So if you do sign up for astrology, you might need to have your own Zoom, and then we'll schedule that. If that has to happen, then we'll do that separate, and it won't cost anything else. It will just be the $20 a week, regardless of whether or not you have to do a private Zoom. Woohoo, career. Things around your career should be changing for the better quickly. You got nice things happening. You got celebration coming around your current career, and Four of Wands, which could be long-term potential or upgrading. There could be an upgrade around your current career or a current job, heading towards all 10 cups being full. I don't know what you do for a living, but you could be moving up the ladder, or you're also being guided by the divine. So you could have like a day job that's, I do this from 9 to 5, but you might be doing something on the side that kind of speaks a little bit more to your soul, and that could be what the divine is guiding you with. Either way, I think you're bringing in more money before the end of the year. There's Six of Pentacles here, which would be Two of Wands, feeling prepared and feeling like I'm being either better compensated, or I'm getting a raise before the end of the year. Sue, general. You got some nice things happening too. You're also feeling prepared. Your life starts to move forward pretty quickly. You're taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care, being guided by the divine. Moving forward, you've got a creative project that you may be getting a lot out of, and you could be spending a lot of time with an Aries in the near future. Miss Shante, general. Miss Shante, general. Stepping into your own strength, laying down the law, setting up boundaries, brings in new love or new opportunity. It could be even rekindling your current relationship if you're in one. Feeling like I've made it to the top of the mountain, feeling a little bit more financially stable. Could be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study, and balance comes back to your life. Intuition is heightened, so please listen to it. New me, November finances. November finances. Haha. You've got the Ten of Pentacles. You got money coming in quickly. Feeling prepared and possibly starting a new business in November. You've got good things happening around money. Ten of Pentacles could be receiving money that you didn't work for. That's not bad. Elizabeth, why did Ben date her so fast when he said that I was the one? You know, I don't think that he feels that. I don't think I'm not 100% sure that he feels that you're so crazy for him or that you're so passionately in love with him. And I think that he felt like he needed to, you know, explore his options. He's got a new love interest here, but and he's got divine timing around him. But I don't know that that relationship lasts. Two of Cups is in reverse, but I think he feels like, I don't know if he feels that you're so into him, and he felt like he needs opportunities, or he needs to see what else is out there. I don't think it's going to be a long lasting thing. Not with the Two of Cups in reverse. Elizabeth, what's coming in for me in love in the next 2 weeks? It looks like you may be feeling a little bit weighed down and burdened by love. But you have new opportunity and you have success and you are feeling prepared. Got a fire sign around you that could be significant. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and things with the fire sign could move forward quickly. Maybe walking away from something that you feel no longer serves you. Balance comes in around a new opportunity with a fire sign. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Violet, General. You may be feeling indecisive about something. You get some indecision here. That's all right. When you feel comfortable, then you'll make your decision. Feeling like finally I've made it to the mountain, top of the mountain. I can exhale. I've got good luck around me, and there's a wish. Put it out into the universe. Could be coming across a new spiritual practice of some type that you get a lot out of. It also looks like life changes for the better for you quickly. You have choices coming in. That could be where the indecision comes from. Don't make any decisions until you're ready, but I would definitely wait until Mars and Mercury go direct. That, like, better time would be the middle of November. Empress is here. Love, money, abundance, fertility comes in. Be careful with that card if you don't want children. Uriali, what was KR's intentions coming to my house today? Okay, let's see. Oh, you know, I gotta tell you, I just don't really trust this guy. Because it comes in like, I want things to move forward or they feel unstuck, but I'm going to turn around and tell you I'm not interested. So it's like I'm putting it out there to make you think that I'm going to do something, but then I'm going to turn around and tell you that I'm not interested because there's bad timing around the situation. And then I'm not going to put any effort in, and then we're going to have an argument. I don't really trust him because I think he likes the dramatics of you chasing after him. I think that makes him feel really good. So I think he's trying to either get back in the picture somehow. And once he gets back in, I am afraid that he's going to turn around and tell you that he doesn't want, I don't want to be in a relationship, or I don't want things to move forward, or you know how it is, or I don't have time for it, or I don't want a relationship right now. And he's going to be disappointing because I think that it's like an ego thing for him. I would be careful with him, and I would keep your options open because I feel like he's playing games. Is this the guy you just had a big argument with a couple of days ago? Cancerian. The Leo's current energy towards me. Abundance and forward moving. Not bad. Forward moving and abundance. Cinnamon. How is he currently feeling towards me? Thinks that you're loving, kind, stable, grounded, down to earth, reliable. Feels, like the two of you have a nice connection. Thinks that you're attractive, pleasant, peaceful, and serene. Cancerian, general reading for this month. General reading for this month. You're stepping into your own strength this month. You could be working on a side business or a way to make money on the side, and you're not holding yourself back. Six of Pentacles. Either feeling well respected at work, or a business relationship, or receiving a promotion of some type, or a bonus, or a raise, or whatever it is positive. Feeling here like you're being guided by the divine. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. You may decide to walk away from something or someone that no longer serves you, and you move away from them fast. With that, it brings in a new opportunity. You might be going back to school, or deciding to go back to school this month. And you may be making clear decisions about your future and what you want and how you're going to succeed, rather than being so concerned about other people. I don't know. It's good. That's good. I like that. Tara. Is AK the Cancer interested in someone else in love? I don't think so. No, there's nobody coming up really strong right now. J, one card for each. Amy, the Capricorn, and the Leo. Amy, Capricorn, Leo. Okay, Amy is no shock. She comes up indecisive. A Capricorn, be careful with this. This is a little bit manipulating, or this is a controlling person. And the Magician. So with the Leo, it's like feeling like I can manifest just about anything I want with this card. So of all three of them, I would say right now the Leo's energy is best towards you. Angie, will I ever meet Jay, and if so, when? It could be in the month of November that you meet. If not, it's possible that it would be before the end of the year. It doesn't come up super high though, so I'm only getting about a 33% chance that you meet. But the month of November comes up pretty positive for you. New me. How does he feel when I just asked for money? Undecided. Feels like he's got a long road ahead of him. Well, you know, Four of Cups is in reverse, so he should be either giving you the money or making you an offer that would be hard to refuse. But I don't think he's thrilled, or he's a little undecided. But I think it comes through with the money, if that makes a difference. AG, what actions are coming towards me from Letitia? She should be reaching out to you soon, and energy around this situation seems to lighten, but then you have another mini tower moment. So she may be trying to get something out of you. I don't know. It looks like she comes forward, but you may be annoyed or something. She may try to get you to do something for her. She's going to reach out to you soon, or you're going to see each other or something. She shows up or something. She might show up in person. Yeah, she's a strong character. If she wants something, she's going to figure out how she can get it. In reality, yes, it is. He came by today. I ignored him and kept going. I see what he is doing, but he's not getting any of my attention. All right, good for you. Yeah, I got Gabriella. I don't see the question. So while I wait for Gabriella's question, let me answer for T. Yvette Love. Got a new love interest coming in. New love interest that comes in is putting in a lot of work. They're either going to be a very strong character or they could be a Leo. Got an Aries around you too. Could be a strong Aries. Aries tend to be strong. Or it could be a Leo and an Aries show up. You have a wish around love and your love life is going to change for the better quickly. With all of this, you can manifest the type of person that you want, so put it out into the universe. You're coming into a good time in your love life where you have good luck, growth, transformation, and a new beginning. You got people around you. You do have people around you, but I think you got some new energy coming in, which I think is good. I always feel like new energy it's better than old energy. Anyway. Uriali, why is Kara driving my ex-friend's car right now? There's game playing going on here with this one. There's game playing, and I don't like it. He may be spending time with that ex-friend. Got the Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups, and he's feeling prepared, like he started a new journey. He's driving that car. I don't know if he wants you to see him in that car. I don't trust him. It's like he's looking for dramatics. Yeah, he may be spending time with that ex-friend of yours. And he might want it to get back to you. He's looking to stir the pot, and I don't like that. Like, what is the purpose of this? What is the purpose? Jay Allen, what changed with Amy and the Capricorn towards me? You know what? It's like moods and feelings fluctuate. And I have another client who I read for all the time, and I've been reading for her for years, and things fluctuate. So it's like think about other things. Like, it's like sometimes you want to hang out with your parents, and sometimes they're on your last nerve, right? Sometimes, like, you may love, like, I love pizza. I could eat it every day, but then there are occasions where I'm like, oh God, not pizza again, right? So the feelings will fluctuate. So, and especially when we're dealing with feelings, they're going to change again. The energy around the two of them is going to change again. Both of them. So it shows, I think Amy changes first. She seems to be feeling a little bit more adventurous, a little bit more like there's celebration around the two of you coming up. And then the other girl, her energy changes as well. And she starts to feel like she wants things to move forward. She starts showing you a little bit more respect. And then you could start a new journey with her. So with everybody, you know, it's like there are sometimes, like, you know, like sometimes you want to stand outside and talk to the neighbors. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you got things to do or you don't feel like fucking talking to anyone. Or in the morning, like if I got to run out in the morning to walk Dylan really fast, I don't want to talk to anyone if I haven't had my coffee yet. Like, you know, I just want to let him take his piss and let me go back inside. It has nothing to do with them. It has everything to do with me. So, when we're talking about people like Amy and the Capricorn or whoever, their feelings can change from one moment to the next. But over the long run, the way they feel, like, so like if we were to ask tomorrow what their energy is, the energy is going to come up different. But over the long run, the way they feel about you will remain the same. Like, I always love my parents, but it doesn't mean they don't get on my nerves, right? Or I always love, you know, whoever it is, but it doesn't mean I don't need, like Avery, right? I'm with her all day long, constantly. The only free time that I get away from her really is Thursday night when I go to teach. And I love being with her, but sometimes it's like, take a nap because I need 5 minutes. So that's the same thing with the cards. So like you may pull out, just randomly pull a card. Okay, so somebody may be really happy about something right now, and then tomorrow they may feel like, oh, you know, tomorrow they could feel like, no, I just need rest and relaxation. It has nothing to do with you. It just means that I'm exhausted and I need to take time for myself. So that's common when things like that happen. Gabriella, you see a relationship in the future between Ricardo and I. Yeah, you got a 70% chance, yes, plus the chariot, which means this relationship can move forward pretty quickly. Yeah, I think so. AG the goat. What is that Latasha is going to try to get? Well, you know what? It could be a new beginning or a new journey. She may want to start a new journey with you. She feels like she's no longer waiting for her ship to come in. Thing is that she's got the Three of Cups in reverse. There could be somebody else around her. But she seems to be very persistent. When she wants something, she gets it. And I think it's either your attention or wanting to spend time with you, or she's going to want things to move forward. I'm just not 100%. I'm concerned with the Three of Cups in reverse. That would indicate there's somebody else around her. I would just proceed with caution with her because she seems like she's a little bit on the manipulative side. And, you know, I just don't, you know, I don't like that. I don't like when people are manipulating. You know, tell me what it is that you want. Tell me exactly what you want, and, you know, and then we'll deal with it. But don't try to bamboozle me into something. Phantom, anything good coming my way soon? Life changes for the better quickly, but then it's slow and steady wins the race. So things change fast, and then you kind of hit a plateau. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. Could be spending time with, you got around you a Taurus, a Gemini, and another air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You could be taking some time for rest and relaxation. There's also possibility of a new job or job opportunity around you in the near future. Sepia, Rommel, and me. How was communication today? Was it pretty good? You got a wish around this situation. You got, you know, you could get a new beginning and things could start to stabilize. It also looks here like you got the Magician. You can manifest anything that you want. He may start to put in a little bit more work now, which is nice. Listen to your intuition. I hope that the communication was good today. Sure, miss. Okay, but that's okay. That's at least, that's something. Okay, good. Good. Divine Ace, spirit messages. The Eight of Earth. Skilled work is rewarded. Learning all there is to know about a topic, going back to school. The Seven of Air. Plans that need revision. More going on than meets the eye. Poor timing. The Emperor. Archangel Michael. Organization and logic. Structure and discipline. Leadership. Archangel Michael. He's a strong character. I'm glad that he's around. Glad that he's around you. Allison Love. You've got the Two of Wands here. You are prepared, and there's celebration coming in around your love life. You've got some new energy coming in here with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, that you could meet through divine timing. excuse me, could be a strong connection. It also looks like you got a Sagittarius around. That could be very creative, and there's growth and transformation coming to your love life. Plus, you have the Empress. Love, money, abundance, and fertility, so please be careful if you don't want children. Um, let's go back up to the top. We've got Stojans retracted it. How about Cancerian for, did I do this one already? Oh, love for Cancerian. Okay, let's see. Okay, so when it comes to love, you're going to have some opportunities here around you. There's no doubt. Listen to your intuition. After a disappointment, or if something was recently disappointing, that moves into the past, and you walk away from something that no longer works for you. Now around you, you've got a Capricorn, you have a Leo, you also have a Cancer coming in. Moving on to greener pastures, and then there's passion coming in. You also have a Libra showing up. Now the Libra is the Justice card, which means you could be reaping the benefits of good karma around your love life, or a Libra could be showing up. But you pretty much have the power to manifest just about anything you want when you have the Magician. Focus on what you want more of and listen to your intuition, because you have options coming in. So you don't have to, nobody has to settle for anything, but you don't have to settle. You're going to have a couple of different people that are going to be putting in a lot of effort towards you. So that's positive. We've got Jay Allen. How is Amy feeling about me? Does she miss me? Okay. She does miss you. She's looking for, she feels that you and her have a nice connection, and the Fool card is here. She may be wanting to start a new journey, or, you know, see where things can go. Right now, she's feeling like, I don't know, does she know where you are? Does she know why she hasn't seen you? I don't know. It kind of feels like she's been looking for you or expecting to see you, and she feels a little bit stuck. Love cup is full, and she's feeling prepared. She thinks that you're attractive, stable, and grounded. Red Nappy, is C interested in me intimately? Okay. Three aces. Yeah, he should be. Where am I here? Hang on. Red, I did. Gabriella, will I get pregnant soon? Okay. I'm only getting a 33% chance that you're going to get pregnant soon. But once again, whenever it comes to pregnancy, pregnancy, it's like a free will thing. So if you're in a relationship with somebody and you have a conversation about having children and you decide that you're going to have a baby, then it doesn't, like, if you're of childbearing age, you're going to get pregnant. There's, you know, as long as there's not like something physically that stands in the way. If you've been struggling with infertility, that's a different thing. But if you're in a stable relationship with someone and you guys have the discussion, all you need to do is practice, or, you know, try for it. So when people ask that, will I get pregnant soon question, I don't understand always why they're asking. If it's dealing with, like, I had a client who was having a fertility issue for years, so like that's like why you would ask. You like, I can understand why she was asking, but if there is no reason why, it's a free will thing. You just need to have sex and then you'll get pregnant. Do you know what I mean? Like, to me, I don't under I just don't understand like why, like, it's like like I always say to people, it's like dieting. Like, people, oh, am I going to lose weight? Well, if I answer the question yes, and you're going to lose weight, but then you open up the cabinet and you eat everything in your cabinet, you're not going to lose weight. That's a free will thing. So it's like, if you want to lose weight, you exercise and you watch what you eat. If you want to get pregnant, you have sex. It's not really up to, you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's free will. That's something that you have to set your intention and do. You know what I'm getting at? So it's like, if you want to have a child, you just talk to your partner and then you guys have to do it. And then yes, you will. But like, the question can't come back with yes and then you're like, okay, but I'm not going to have sex. You know what I'm saying? It's like free will interferes with that kind of stuff. It's like, am I going to cut my hair? Well, if you go to the hairdresser and you ask for a haircut, yeah, you're going to cut your hair. But if you set the appointment and you never show up, then you're not going to cut your hair. So those questions are like, it's really up to you. It's not up to the cards. So think of it like that. You're in control of that for the most part. Uriali, is it a serious relationship between KR and F, or is it to make me upset? I gotta tell you that I don't trust the two of them at all. I trust him less than I trust her. But regardless of what, like, if it's not a serious relationship and he's just doing this to upset you, what is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's worse? Well, I get 70% chance that it's serious, but here's the thing. It's like, when two people are having a relationship, like, their first priority shouldn't be to fuck up somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what like, it's like, let's look at intentions. So if his intention is to come by your house to upset you, how fucking happy could he be with this person that he's with? Because when I'm in a good place, I don't care about upsetting anybody else. I'm enjoying myself. So I don't like this. I just don't like it. It's very negative. It's manipulative, and I don't like it. First of all, I'm not a big fan of, it's so funny because people will be like, well, magic is manipulating. No, it isn't, okay? And well, it could be, depending on what you're doing. But you got everybody left and right putting up this picture on Facebook so that he thinks that, and now I'm going to tell her this, or she thinks this, and I'm going to... Meanwhile, like, that's manipulating. Like, what? You're not manipulating? Like, these people, like, if he's in a relationship with somebody, if his first priority is to take her car and drive past your house, how wonderful must that relationship be? Because the last thing that I would be given a fuck about would be trying to make somebody else notice what I was doing. You know what I mean? Like, go hang out, go do your life, have a good life, buddy. I don't like it. I don't like the intentions behind it. I think it's mean. I think it's manipulative, and I think it's deceitful. And I don't trust her, but she's your ex-friend. What's he doing? I don't trust him. SMJ, what can I expect from V this month? Okay. What can we expect from V this month? Coming up undecided. He shows a little undecided, and it doesn't look like things change for the better quickly. Wherever things are right now, you're probably going to get more of what you're getting. Got a devil around him. So this could be some kind of an earthly pleasure that's taking up a lot of his time. There's a little bit of sharp energy around the situation. I'm going to say that wherever you are with him right now, you're probably going to get more of the same for the rest of this month. It doesn't look like anything changes for the better quickly. Gloria, did the Capricorn block me on Facebook Messenger? Did the Capricorn block me on Facebook Messenger? Yeah, I think so. And I think it was done as a form of manipulation. Emperor in reverse. I don't like that. I don't like Emperor in reverse. I don't like people that are manipulating. I would rather have him just tell you. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is he blocking? Why can't you just tell somebody? Why can't you just tell somebody how you feel? Right? What are you gonna block them for? I don't like Emperor in reverse. Yeah, I think he did block you. Um, um, oh, Urieli, you got nothing to be sorry for. They should be sorry playing games like this. For what reason? You know what it reminds me of a little bit? Like Mean Girls. Like Mean Girls. Like one time, like when I was in high school, like I was a freshman, and I liked this guy. His name was Brett. I really liked him. And he invited me to come to his house for lunch. And I went to his house, whatever. And he lived by the school, so we were allowed to do that. And Mean Girls found out, and I was on the bus going home from school one day, and like in front of me on purpose, like his girlfriend or ex-girlfriend, or who I think she was his ex-girlfriend, was talking about how she was hanging out with him and she was over at his house, and I don't remember exactly what was said, but it was her, and then like she was like in the seat in front of me, and then her friend was in the seat behind me, and they were purposely talking so that I and looking at me because they wanted me to hear. It's like Mean Girls. Like, why would you do that? Why would you purposely go out of your way to make somebody feel bad? For what reason? For what reason? So if he's so happy with this other girl, then why is he driving past your house with her car? Why does he need to show you? You know what I mean? Like there's bullshit going on here, because like there's no need for that. Same thing with the situation with me on the bus. Like, okay, if you're his girlfriend, then why was that? Why did he invite me over for lunch? And that was it. That's where my relationship ended with him. But that's not the point. Why would you purposely? Because you're fucking Mean Girls. That's why. I think that's why. Because I wouldn't do that to somebody. If I knew that my boyfriend, somebody else had a crush on my boyfriend, I wouldn't rub her face in it. Why would I do that? Why? Does it make me better? Does that make me more desirable? Does that make me a better person? Does that, I mean, why? Well, what's the point? Am I better than she is? No, I'm not. I'm not any better than she is. I'm a better person if I don't go out of my way to make somebody else feel bad. So why, you know what I mean? Like, why are they doing this? That's what I got to say to both of them. I just don't see any reason to deliberately go out of your way to make somebody be hurt. You know what I mean? Like, there's no reason to rub somebody's face in something. Where am I? I think I am up to Kira, general for this week. Your life should be changing here for the better quickly. You got growth and transformation, enhanced intuition, and you're deciding exactly what you want and how to move forward. Plus, you got a wish. Put it out into the universe. Sagittarius could show up this week that may be significant. Looks like a nice week. Kira, love for this month. You got cause for celebration coming in around a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You've got enhanced intuition. You've got being at the right place at the right time brings in an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. No longer holding yourself back. And there's long potential around one or both of these new possibilities. It could be a Taurus. Got a Taurus. Somebody here comes in out of the blue when you least expect it. And you got balance coming back to your life. The Chariot. You could have a Cancer show up too this month. This month could be pretty, you could be pretty busy. SMJ, what are Brandon's intentions towards me? What are Brandon's intentions? He may be looking for things to move forward with the Hangman in reverse. He's not waiting for his ship to come in. This guy may step forward. You get a wish around the situation, put it out into the universe. Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility. Things could move forward, or his intentions may be, you know, to get the show on the road here. Strength around this relationship. Possibility of more to come. Jay Allen, how does Kay, the Leo, feel about me these days? Does she miss me? Okay. I think she's been thinking about you a lot lately. You got 3 aces around that question. She thinks that you're adventurous, attractive, hardworking, unique, creative, secure and stable, and that you've got like a good karma around the two of you. Uriali, you're absolutely right. I don't see the question yet. Let me do Gabriella. How will Adriana react once Ricardo breaks up with her? She's going to feel very weak and argumentative, but I don't know how fast the two of them are breaking up. I'm not seeing a breakup here. I'm not convinced of how soon this breakup happens. I mean, she's got the Empress around her, which is love, money, abundance, fertility. She's got, her intuition is pretty strong. The thing is that there is some weakness in the relationship, but I'm not seeing a breakup happening just yet. It could take a little bit of time before he goes through with it, before he breaks up with her. Urieli, why is he doing this since he moved on? That's exactly my point. Why are you doing this? Because you want to cause trouble and you want to make somebody feel bad? That's mean intentions. Like, leave well enough alone. You don't have to rub it in somebody's face. I think that he's got a mean streak and I don't like it. Look, there's heartbreak around the situation. There's 10 of Swords, which is making somebody feel hurt. I don't like it. But you know what? All this bad karma is going to come back to him. He's going to start to feel stuck in the mud. I mean, does it make you feel good to make somebody else feel bad? Is that what happens? I don't know. Why would you do something like that? Because he wants the drama. What I think is that he wants your attention. He wants you to know that he's moved on. He wants you to fight with him. He wants you to tell him that you love him. He wants you to puff up his ego. Don't puff up his ego, and let's see what happens. I don't think their relationship lasts. So, and that's exactly my point. Anybody that's moved on and that has legitimately moved on is not bothering with their ex. Like, I wouldn't drive past my ex's house. Why would I do that? I don't care. I don't want the drama. I don't want drama in my life, but there are people that thrive on it. He could be one of those people. She also could be behind it, but you know, he's got to, you know, put his foot down and not, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't rub salt in somebody else's wound. It's just, I don't care how you feel about that person. I don't care what went on between the two of you. There's no reason to do that to somebody. Leave well enough alone and let everybody's life move on. He's going out of his way to be mean because I think he wants the drama. And I think she does too. Don't give them any attention. I would make pretend like you don't see him. And I don't know how long that situation lasts anyway. And then good. That's exactly what they should get. Bad karma. Kira, energy this week at my job at the Jetson Center. Energy this week is nice. You've got the Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. The Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. Stable, loving, kind energy. Like, the energy would be like, it would be nice. Ronnie, what will the Sag want to talk about when the time comes? The Four of Wands can be anything from upgrading a relationship to moving, long-term potential, moving in together, moving forward. Got some passion coming in around the situation, and he may be trying to show you some respect. He may try to like come across like I'm different, or I've grown up, or whatever. But I think he's going to want to talk about the future. Ooh, excuse me. That's what I think. Kira, the next 3 days. Next 3 days. Well, you got to wish over the next 3 days. Things could move forward quickly, or the next 3 days could fly by. You might be taking some time for rest and relaxation, taking care of yourself, and feeling like finally I can exhale, I can take a breath. New me, how will the first date with Quincy go? It should go well. A little bit of adventure, a little bit of love, money, fertility, abundance. Be careful with that card. If you don't want kids, should go well. Should be interesting. Juice box. Have I been feeling Nicole's ego? I've been feeding Nicole's ego. If I stop, will it make things better? I feel like she's on a power trip. Definitely. Definitely. Let me ask the cards first. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. So what I would do is just pull your energy way back. If you can, try to stop thinking about her and try to get busy doing something else. Because when you cut your energy off from her, she's going to take notice. But you're right about the ego thing. Salome, general for this November. November looks like a good month. You're not feeling stuck, feeling like things are moving forward. You have the love cup full. Got a little adventure coming in. If you're not with anyone right now, you've got an earth sign coming in, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. You also have a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You've got the Empress here. Love, money, abundance, fertility comes in. Enhanced intuition. And you may be working on a creative project in November. Not bad. Not a bad month at all. Moon, general. You've got the Magician. You can pretty much manifest anything you want. So focus on what you want more of, not what you want less of. You're going to have some choices coming in, and it looks like you got some success coming in. Life starts to move forward, and you have a wish that comes true. Put it out into the universe. You may be walking away from something that no longer serves you, and somebody from your past may be returning. Two different things. Somebody from your past returns, walking away from something that you're feeling like, I've banged my head against the wall enough times, I'm not doing this again. Intuition is spot on. And then you have the Eight of Pentacles. You could be deciding to go back to school or learn a new area of study. Potential people around you, if you're not in a relationship now, Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. If you are with somebody right now, current relationship would be peaceful, serene, strong, and you would be moving forward. J. Why is K, the Leo, still entertain me when we don't talk anymore? I don't think she ever stopped thinking about you. I think that you've always been in the back of her mind, and she's always wondered what could happen between the two of you. And now, for some reason, you're coming up like strong around her. She likes you. There's no doubt about that. She thinks that you're a good guy and that you have a lot of potential. Word girl, what will November bring me? Growth, change, transformation, a new beginning or a new journey, and leaving negativity in the past. November should be a nice month. Your reality, exactly. That's why I didn't. Good. Good. Kira. Why am I having a harder time with the breakup than Leroy? Well, you don't know that that's the case. You know, it's only like you can only know how you're feeling. What you're not may not be seeing all that he's going through. But I think that people handle things differently. I think that for men will just jump to the next thing much quicker than women will, usually. But it doesn't always last. Like we worked with this guy. I swear to God, every one of his girlfriends, they all look the same. The first girl, like this guy was so desperate, he just wanted a girlfriend, and like everybody was blowing him off. He was a nice guy. He was good looking, but for some reason, it took a while for him to find someone. And then he started dating this girl. I forgot what her name was, but she just was like, she wasn't ugly. She was a fine looking girl, but like her type, like she was kind of short, a little bit bigger on top. Like she had like maybe like a medium brown hair, and it was very straight and just kind of like a plain, kind of like a plain girl, average looking. And they dated for a long time, and none of his friends liked her. They said that she was a real bitch. I never saw that side of her. She always seemed pleasant to me, but I didn't know her that well. And then they broke up, and I'm not even kidding. He finds another girl that looks just like her. And then you know, this guy, it's like when he gets involved with someone, he's like, he's in love in the first 3.5 minutes. And the Facebook page is my soulmate and my love and all this fucking crazy madness. And then like all of a sudden they're engaged and they're moving in together, and then they break up. And then somebody else shows up, looks just like the same last two. And then I think he wound up going back to the first girl at some point. I don't know. They all fucking looked alike. Anyway, so I think some people are just better at grabbing somebody else and moving forward. Just because it doesn't mean that they're not hurting. You know, it's like the kind of person that, like, I feel like there's two types of people. The people that are like me, like I've in my entire life had 3 relationships, 4 relationships really, but they've lasted like years and years. Some those should have ended a lot sooner than they did. But then there are people like I have a friend who got married out of high school really early. Like, I don't know if she was like 22 or 21 when she got married. Had 2 children within 2 years. It got divorced, married a woman, had another child with her, got divorced, got married again. I mean, I don't know. It's just, her life just moves forward. But I don't know that just because you're in a relationship with somebody new, or just because you're talking to somebody else, doesn't mean you're still not hurting over the other person. And, you know, just like because it looks like that person is not going through it, doesn't mean that they aren't. The looks of it can be very deceiving, and I do believe that he is suffering over this as well. He may not be showing it, and may not appear to be that way, but I do think that he is hurting over this. He thinks about it a lot. It feels like he's waiting for a ship to come in. I don't think that he might not be showing it, or you might not be seeing it. It doesn't mean he's not going through it. And I always felt too like, well, it just seems so easy for this person to just move on to someone else. And for me, like in my life especially, people don't enter it that fast. You know, like it takes me a long time to go from one thing to the next. But that doesn't mean that I'm hurting more than somebody else. Like sometimes people are putting a band-aid over something. It doesn't mean it's healed. It just means that they got something else in the meantime. I think it's worse. I hate to say this, but I think it's worse to be with somebody who is really hurting over someone else and is just with you because they've got nothing else to do, or because they can't be with the person they really want to be with. I would rather not be that person. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people do that, especially guys. Like they'll just grab somebody else. But no, I don't think you're seeing it, but I think he is having a hard time with it. And we always, like, you know how you're feeling. You can't get inside his head and feel what he's feeling. So, rising. How does Jew feel about me romantically? Feels like there is room for growth and transformation. This person feels as if they're holding themselves back, maybe due to an old hurt. I don't know where you are in the situation, but they may need a little space, because it shows that they're walking away a little bit to prevent. There's a tower moment here. Now, this is like, there's a couple of things that could happen. This could be something that's already happened to them and they're getting over it, and that could be the wound that resurfaces. Like, I was hurt in the past. I don't want to make the same mistake twice. But I think that this person may need a little bit of space right now. They care about you very much. You got the Empress. They find you attractive, love, money, abundance, fertility. But if your relationship is not where you want it to be yet, don't freak out. Just give it a little bit of time. Let them go through whatever it is they're going through, and I think you're going to come out on top. Urieli, once he sees that I'm not giving him any attention anymore, how will this play out? He might lose interest. He may, the Ace of Cups is in reverse. He may stop trying to torture you if you don't give him any attention. If you give him attention, he's going to continue to do it, because that's going to make him feel really good. That's what he wants. He wants to pump up his ego. What he wants to do is he wants to be able to say, she's in love with me. She won't leave me alone. She's trying to get me back, and he wants to make you look like you're chasing him. Don't give him any attention. I wouldn't give him any attention. Once you stop, he'll stop with the bullshit. I am not convinced that the relationship with that other girl is going to last, but at least if you don't give him any of attention, he won't be getting off on this. And, you know, fuck him and his ego. What an asshole. I mean, really. Really. Like, you deserve to be treated better than that. Ronnie, spiritual. My ears have been ringing all day. My ears have been ringing too. The past couple of days. What was I reading today? It was in my monthly forecast that I get. The frequencies are changing. That's why our ears are ringing. That's why we're picking that up. There could be other things that you experience, like physical symptoms, like feeling dizzy, feeling a little bit nauseous. All of that is because the energy is changing, and I believe it's changing for the better. Yeah, and I think pretty soon you're going to start to, the symptoms may get worse for you and then get better really quickly. Like you kind of adjust to it pretty fast. Yeah, spiritually you're growing and changing, and the shift happens for you fast. And you shouldn't have so many physical symptoms. It should pass pretty quickly for you. I don't know about the ringing in my ears. It kind of drives me a little nuts. New me, general for November. Yeah, for your astrological charts, you need your date of birth. I mean, you could learn how to read charts without it, without your date of birth. You could still learn, like I could teach you how to read them. But the thing about the birth charts is that every 2 hours, the rising sign changes. Not only that, but the degrees change. So I was using Avery's chart. She is 24 degrees Aries rising. So if she was born like a few minutes later, like she would be a Taurus rising, which is a huge difference because then all the other planets are not in the right house. Like if we were to do her chart as a Taurus rising, it would shift the planets. And she would have, like she's got Uranus in her first house, it would go move up to the 12th house. So there's a big difference between someone who has Uranus in the first house and someone who has Uranus in the 12th house. A big difference because Uranus is like the crazy planet. So when it's in your first house, it's really coloring your personality. If it's in the 12th house, that's the house of secrets. So it's different. But you could still learn how to read charts. Now, for anyone who doesn't know their birth time, most states have it on the birth certificate. At least in the last, I would say like the last 50 years or so, the birth time's on the birth certificate. The thing is that nowadays the times are like correct. Because like I was in the room and the clock was right there and I could see it and I saw it was 11:35. But back when like we were born, somebody was putting the time on the birth certificate, and it could be like 5 or 6 minutes after the child was born. For example, Avery's father, when I do his birth chart, he comes up, his time is 4:36 on his birth certificate, which makes him an Aries rising. He's not an Aries rising. He's a Pisces rising. There's no way. He doesn't have that personality. So it would be 0 degrees Aries rising. So when I'm like, this can't be right. He was probably born closer to 4:30, and he probably was, because by the time somebody put the time down, it was probably 4:36 on their watch. You know, but nowadays it's a little bit different. Because we have the correct time. Some asshole's watch stopped 10 minutes ago and then they put that down, and you know, or they don't have a watch on. Hey, what time is it? It's 8:30. Yeah, but really it's 8:37. I know it doesn't sound like a big deal, but it is. That's why there are people, I can't do this, but I had this done. I don't know enough about it. There are astrologers that they do what's called rectifying the chart, which, I mean, the questions they ask you, like what, like what date did you graduate high school? Like, really? I don't know the exact date. I had to figure it out. I had to go back to the calendar and figure out what date it was. Um, because when you give them all this information, they can put into whatever software they use, which will figure out exactly what time you were born. So my birth certificate says 1203. My father swears I was born at 11:15. Now that's a big difference. The woman that did my rectification said I was really born closer to 12 o'clock exactly, like closer to like 12 o'clock and like 59 seconds. So I always use 12:01. But anyway, I just got off on a side thing. New me, general for November. Okay, you've got a new beginning or starting a new journey, paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan, which makes you feel relief. Life starts to pick up in the month of November, and you're at the right place at the right time. Feeling a little bit undecided. You may be feeling undecided about something. A large sum of money should make its way towards you. It also looks like you have a wish, so put it out into the universe. You got the Seven of Cups. You're going to have choices. Maybe undecided because you got so many choices coming in. But there should be time in the month for some adventure, and things should be changing for the better for you quickly, especially when it comes to money and finances. Diana, guidance on my current connection with Che the Virgo. Okay, well, you guys have a nice connection. The Two of Cups is here, but the Four of Wands is in reverse. So you may not be getting, okay, Two of Cups could be a committed relationship, but Four of Wands is in reverse, which would either indicate that it doesn't have long-term potential or it's going to stay just as that kind of relationship and it's not going to move to the next level for a while. Not a bad thing. It's okay. It's just that there is a little bit of, I don't know if it's bad karma around the situation or things are not moving forward or they're not as balanced as you want them to be. In the near future, I would say give it a little bit of time. The Kings could kind of work themselves out. But I don't know if he doesn't put in enough effort and you kind of get sick of him or you kind of feel like he doesn't do enough work. You guys may have some, this is like bickering. It's not like a full big blowout, but it's like you may be bickering over something. You might just feel like, I don't know, like he doesn't put in enough effort. But I would give it a little bit of time. Let's see if the Kings can work themselves out without you even having to make an issue. Looks like you guys have a nice connection. Kira, so is it showing he has someone else? No, I don't think he has someone else, no. I haven't seen anybody else show up that's significant. Priscilla, what are Andreas' current intentions towards me? He's hoping that things grow and change between the two of you and that there's success around the situation, but yet he's holding himself back. He may not be ready for things to move forward immediately, but eventually, like, that's long term. Long term, he's hoping that things grow and change for the better, but he may not be ready to go there just yet. You might have to give it a little bit of time. Jay, how is Kay feeling about me having other options? does not like it. She doesn't like it. I think she wants to be your only choice here with this card. But, yeah, it burdens her. She doesn't like you having other choices. I mean, that's too bad for her. You know, you got other choices. Uriali. A friend of mine who, she was the first of 8 children, and her mom couldn't remember what time she was born, and she was born, she was older than me. What year was she born? She was a good deal older than me. I think she was born in 54 maybe. I used to work with her at A&P, and what the time wasn't on her birth certificate, and she's like, you would think that my mother, me being the firstborn, that she would remember when I was born, but her mom didn't remember. Her mom had no clue. Patty, is Jose done with me, or will he talk to me again? No, he talks to you again. Yeah, there's more communication coming in. Maybe sometime this month. Urieli, is my love spell working? I did a love spell for me and him, but I think it backfired. I kind of regret it the more I found out how he's acting. You know what? I wouldn't, don't worry about it backfiring. Chances are, with that kind of stuff, I've always felt like the worst that's going to happen is it's not going to do anything. Is it working? I mean, I don't really think that it's working. I'm not getting any aces, which is not, it's not positive that it's working. But think of like the energy around the situation. Whenever like somebody will ask me to do a love spell for them, I always suggest going with the energy of the situation. So for example, if you're in a back and forth kind of a situation, or if you feel like, oh, I just started dating this guy and things are going really well, I want to keep that energy up, I would say, yeah, do a love spell. But with somebody like this, or in a situation like this, you got to ask yourself, like, what do you want from this person? Why would you want to be with somebody that is so mean? And then that always comes back to you, like, why is that what you want? You're not going to do a love spell that is going to change their character or change their personality. So at the end of the day, what could happen is you got to be careful with what you wish for, because this clown could be chasing you down and you may be like, I don't fucking want this anymore. You're not the person I thought you were. So go be with Susie Q and do whatever it is that you want, because I don't care who you're with as long as it's not with me. So backfiring in that sense, I kind of understand, but I don't think that it's going to make matters worse. Like my friend Lori that does, she's Passages of Light, has a video on her channel about, I heard her tell the story several times and she tells it better than me, but the bottom line is that I think she said it was back in the 70s that this woman did this. An older woman, she's older now, back then she was young. She was hell-bent that she wanted to marry this guy because he had money and she wanted to live a certain type of life. So she went to, in New York City, somebody who practiced whatever kind of, whatever it was. She doesn't even tell you. I don't know if she even knows. And the woman told her, you have to go and collect these ingredients, whatever it was. And it was like wacky stuff that was hard to find. But she gets all the ingredients, brings it back to the woman. The woman does this spell. So this guy who wanted nothing to do with her, all of a sudden now has an interest in her. So they start dating. And eventually they get married. Now she's living this life that, you know, she wanted, you know, I guess back, I don't know, because I know that the 80s, there was a lot of like, I didn't live it, so I don't know. But like, it's known for like being very, people were very much into money and status and designer shit and that kind of crap. So she wanted to have that kind of a lifestyle. So she marries this guy and she's fucking miserable her whole life with him. Thing is that now she's in this position where she's living the life that she wants, just not with the man she wants to be with. Like, she didn't want to be with him anymore. And, you know, now, you know, that happens a lot where people will get into a situation and they're like, well, I don't want to give up my lifestyle. I've heard that a lot from clients. I hear it especially from women that are having affairs, that don't want to leave their husbands because they don't feel like they could support themselves on what they make, and they rather just stay with the husband and do what they do on the side. But I don't think this woman was cheating. I just think that she was just miserable and she just didn't want to be with him. But she felt like she couldn't leave because, you know, it's like in the moment, when you're acting in the moment out of a hurt and anger and wanting something, sometimes we do things that we're not thinking long term. You know, like if you go back to somebody who you were in love with when you were in 6th grade, you won't want to be with them right now either. Your high school boyfriend, you might not want to be with now either. So if you think of it like that, like in 5 years from now, you might not want to be with this guy anymore. And you might not want to take a chance of being in a position where you're stuck with him. Of course, nowadays we don't get stuck. Like, there's so many options and you could make your way out. Problem is that people don't always have the courage to leave. So that's where I think that spell work is, you know, be careful what you wish for. Because you just might get it and then not be able to get fucking rid of it. Kira, how does Daniel feel about me and his intentions? Mel, you could close them, thanks. I have 3 charts I have to do tonight. I want to get them, you know, I want to jot down what I want to say about them tonight. And I'll do the videos tomorrow. This guy finds you incredibly attractive. He is looking to start a new beginning, and he may want things to move forward pretty quickly. Love, money, abundance, fertility. The Chariot moves things forward fast. Thinks that you're very intelligent. Thinks that the 2 of you have a nice connection, or there's a possibility that you have a nice connection. I think he's going to want to see you. I don't know if you did make a date, right? Did you make? I don't remember, but I think he's going to want to see you regardless. Jay, any chance of future rekindle with the Leo and timing? You could. 70% chance, yes. It could be before the end of the year. Yep, could be before the end of the year. See what happens there. All right, I'm going to go back up to the top and give the mods a chance to send in their questions. Anthony, what is the near future between the Capricorn girl and me? I go and talked with her, but she didn't respond. Oh my God. Give her a chance. I think she's going to respond, or she reaches out. Look, you got some good timing around the situation. You just may have to give it a little bit of time. It looks like the two of you have a nice connection, and there's an opportunity for a new beginning. Maybe she'll answer you. Maybe she just hasn't yet. JJ, what will happen between me and the Aries this month? You guys, there may be some indecision around the situation, but things could heat up. The love cup here is full. Timing may not be great for the two of you this month. There may be a lot of like hits and misses, but let's see what happens. Opportunity to start a new journey together. The timing may not be great. You might have to give it longer than this month to see things move forward, but that's okay. We've got, excuse me, Nav, love for the next 14 days. You could be starting a new journey, possibly with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. This person may be very passionate, and it could have long-term potential. We've got... I did that one. Anthony, I think that she will feel like weird because I talked to her about the last time we met in the alumni gathering, and it is around 2016. That's okay. It's a way to open up a conversation. I don't think that's bad. Anthony, you come up as such a sweet soul. Like, really? Like, she should be happy that you're talking to her. I mean, really, you feel like such a sweet person with good intentions. Zara, what can I expect from the Aquarius these days? I'm not going to reach out to him first. He's going to reach out to you. It might not be, it may take him a minute because he may want to let the dust settle, but he's going to reach out to you. He feels burdened right now by the way things are, and he's going to take the bull by the horns, and he's going to reach out to you. It just might take a minute. Like, it might not be for like a week or so, maybe 10 days, but you'll hear from him. He doesn't want to let it go too long, but he does want to let the dust settle. We've got... how about Chim Lena? A guy that I had a very toxic relationship because of me. He is great, but he's dating someone else now. He may be blocking me tomorrow, but I might be able to stop it. Should I or should I let him go? Let's see. Okay. Should I let him go? Well, you know what? The cards kind of indicate that you should let him go and that you should move forward with your life. There's new opportunities coming in around you. You got an Aquarius coming in around you that's fresh energy and a new beginning. You might want to... I don't know what you mean about how you may be able to stop him from blocking you, but if the relationship was really toxic, I would think about letting it go right now. Yeah, that's what I would suggest. Mirror, I was wondering, should I move out and live on my own or stay for a while longer? Okay, should I move out and live on my own? I get a 33% chance that you should move out. I would say stay a little while longer. Yeah, that's what I would suggest. Stay a little while longer. All right, so now I'm looking for Mel and Sepia. Right, I did Zara. Okay, while I wait for those guys, I am going to answer for Gemini. What are my crush's feelings for me? The crush thinks that you're stable, persistent, intelligent, creative, kind, loving, spontaneous, intuitive, and down to earth. Um, Ina, love reading for November. You could be starting a new journey, possibly with a Sagittarius. You also have a water sign coming in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. That could be long-term potential and maybe lead to a committed relationship. You might be walking away from something that you feel like you're not getting much out of, and you may be pursuing something else. Got a couple of new options coming in. Mel, I haven't been working really hard on this project. I've been working really hard on this project for the past month. Do you see a financial payoff surrounding it soon? Okay, let's see. You got success around it. I'm going to say, I would say before the end of the year. Yeah. Yep. Okay, Sepia left. All right. I feel like she always misses her question. So tomorrow I'm going to make sure to tell her to not super chat, but to send a question with because I feel like the last couple of times she hasn't gotten her question. So tomorrow when she pops in, remind me to send one without sending a super chat, because she always super chats. Okay. I'm going to go. I will be back on tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm going to do a private astrology reading with somebody who I'm looking at her chart tonight, and we're going to do it tomorrow. She's doing the astrology course. For there are people have been asking, you could do it as you want to do it. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to commit to it every week. If you want to do one lesson this week, or you want to do one next week, you don't have to do it every week. You can come and go as you please, and we can pick up and take off. You know what I'm saying? Just email me if you want to do the astrology thing. Problem with astrology is there's so much information that people tend to get overwhelmed by it, especially if you know nothing about it. People are like, well, I don't even know what the planet Saturn is, so how would I know how it affects where it is in my chart? So there's a lot of information. You just kind of got to, you absorb what you absorb, and it's like constantly learning. When you start studying it, you're always going to be learning. You don't ever stop. There's always more to learn. Anyhow, if you have questions, you can email me them. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you all. Have a great night. Bye-bye.